So in this video I'm going to show you how you delete all your personal data from the car if you're selling it or handing it back to the finance company. So this is something that gets forgotten about a lot of the time, particularly when people hand their cars back and we get vehicles in and it's got all the personal data of the previous driver. So there's things in a car like in navigation, for example, you've got previous destinations, you might have your home and workplace address set up and defined. You've got your Bluetooth connections, you might have Wi-Fi connections as well, and on a lot of cars where you've got an app, you've also got that link as well which needs deleting. And it's that final one, it's that phone link which is most important, because when the new owner gets their vehicle, they cannot take control of their vehicle if someone else has got control of it via the app. So this particular car is a 2020 Hyundai Ioniq Electric. So the same is going to apply to pretty much all Hyundai and Kia cars, but generally the same sort of principles apply to all modern vehicles now as well. So the first thing I'm going to look at in this case is the Hyundai BlueLink app, because when I bought this vehicle in, it had the previous driver's details in it, and it also had their email address as well. But I couldn't take control of the vehicle, but because it had the email address in there, I just emailed the guy rather than getting in touch with Hyundai customer service for them to delete the account. It was much quicker just to email the guy and say, look, can you remove the car from your account? And he did it within an hour or two. So that was a much easier way. But anyway, the crucial thing is I had his personal email address in the car. So this car is now sold and is going to go off to the new owner in a couple of days' time. So I thought, well, I'll jump in here and sort of run through that same process of deleting the data. However, this is the first time I've used the BlueLink app myself, so I've never done this. So I'm not sure if I'm going to get it right, but anyway, I'm going to delete the car in the app, and I'm sure the what's the word I'm trying to say, not the process, but the sequence I do these things probably doesn't make much difference. Whether you start with the app or do the sat-nav data first, it probably doesn't matter. But anyway, I'm going to start with the app. So let's first do the phone app. So in this case, it's the Hyundai BlueLink app. So when I open the app, I can see the vehicle and I can press it there and hit delete. But if I had multiple vehicles, I would go down to more and then select vehicle, and then you would see all your vehicles here. So select the relevant vehicle. It's gone back into the same screen there. I can then hit delete, and this will delete the vehicle from the account. I'll just put my fingerprint on there. I've got the wrong finger, hang on a minute. I'm still not used to this new phone. And that is now deleting the vehicle, and I just saw there at the corner of my eye all the data's gone from the screen. So deactivation successful, okay. So BlueLink is now factory reset in effect, and you can see there it's removed the vehicle from my Hyundai account. And then if I look here at the BlueLink screen, if I go to BlueLink settings, you can see there it's all ready now for the new owner to activate their account. So next, let's go into setup and then general, and then go down here to default, and we can now say reset all there. And do I want to continue? Yes. So that's now going to reset the head unit, and that's going to delete all of those navigation destinations, all that personal data, the radio stations and any of that customization there. And that's now finished, and it has deleted the driver profiles as well. So now we go into it, it's giving me the option to start the free trial of BlueLink, and I'm just going to skip that for now. Are you sure you want to skip that? Yes. So now I've come back in and it's basically factory reset, and that's all ready for the new owner. And I can confirm that by going into navigation, and as you can see there, previous destinations is greyed out because there's no data anymore and there's no favourites assigned. And then if I go into the radio, again I've got no favourites assigned. And then if I go to telephone, there's no telephones assigned either. So there's one other area which you can delete data to reset the car completely, and that's the vehicle settings. On a lot of vehicles it would be under here and then under vehicle. In this case there's not much under here. Let me just double check whether that has reset. Yeah, that's actually reset that as well, because under Eco I had regenerative level set to 3. So yeah, it removed any settings under there as well in this case. But on this vehicle there's also lots of settings under these buttons on the menus up there as well. So personally I don't bother changing any of these, because any changes I've made here to the setup of the car are usually going to benefit the new owner as well, and it's minor tweaks like light delay, the number of times your indicators flash for, whether the doors lock when you're moving, all that sort of stuff. So generally I don't touch any of this, but I suspect, let's have a look, yeah, down at the bottom there is an option to reset all of those to factory default, but my preference is to leave those because I think I've set them up better than what the factory default is anyway. So that's it, this car is now reset and ready to hand over to the new owner, and there's going to be no personal information from the previous driver, which in my case was me. Anyway, if you found this video useful, as always, please do click the thumbs up button, that really does help. Do subscribe to the channel, do also add comments and questions below the video as well. And if you want to know more about these cars in particular, the Hyundai Ioniq Electric, I'll put a link below to a playlist where you can see many other videos on these vehicles.